Hey there, have you ever thought about going into real estate? Well, I thought I'd talk today about why I went into real estate. So, 20 years ago now, we bought our first home together, my husband and I, in Hawthorne Woods, Illinois. I had owned a place out in Vista, California, down in San Diego County, and we got married and we were living in Illinois, so we bought our first home in Hawthorne Woods, Illinois. Our realtor was so amazing. She was fantastic. Rita O'Connor with RE/MAX. I believe it's in Palatine, Illinois. Anyway, I loved the experience with Rita. I loved how it was such a job of service, of helping us through it. So I thought, wait, gee, maybe someday when I retire from United Airlines, I might want to do that as well. So I got my license actually a couple of years later in Illinois just to do referrals because I was working full-time for United Airlines at that time. Now, I never wore a uniform while I worked at United Airlines. I worked in management jobs primarily. I worked at airports, and I don't know why the light here keeps changing. I am inside, but there's a lot of sunlight behind me, so let me see if I can make that a little bit better. I am coming to you today from my brother's house up in Agoura Hills. We are having a socially distancing family event, so we're trying our best. Anyway, so I worked at United Airlines for almost 25 years. Hi, Tom. And was fortunate to have just an amazing career. I sold line maintenance, which is, for instance, a Japan Airlines plane lands in Los Angeles, and rather than them have a whole crew of mechanics, they would hire our mechanics. So I would negotiate those contracts, flying to Japan, flying all over the world to negotiate those contracts. I also, after 9/11, worked with two of the families on our Flight 93 that went down in Pennsylvania. So I had that experience, and I had the project to fingerprint 24,000 flight attendants after 9/11. So I did a lot of different things, but in the back of my head, I always thought, when I retire, when there's an opportunity, I think I'm going to do real estate. So jump forward to United Airlines and Continental Airlines merging. At the time that happened, there became a lot of redundancy in the jobs. So they offered some amazing buyout packages. So I took one. 7 years ago, 2013, I took the package and I walked away with flight benefits for life. So if you see me traveling, it's because it's practically free, and medical benefits for life. So how could I not? And I went into real estate. I am so happy that I did. Part of me thinks I should have gone into it a long time ago because it's just a really natural fit to put all of my, not so much my sales skills, although that definitely comes into play when I need to do negotiating, but putting in my customer service skills, because this is truly a job of service. If you are buying or selling a home, this is probably your biggest investment in your life. And most people only do that a few times in their life. So to be able to go in and help people walk through that transition, to help them go through the ins and outs of the transaction, understand the legalese and all the forms, and to work with an amazing team of people that help me do that. And I'm so sorry, the light keeps changing here. I'm not really sure how to do that. Let me try this. Maybe that's a little bit better. Sorry for the jiggling. I did not bring a tripod or anything with me here to the house. So it's a job of service, and I love it. I've always been community-minded, and I've been involved in different nonprofits in the city as well, again, coming from service. And one of the tenets, I guess, of Keller Williams is to come from contribution. So that's really what this job is about. Do we get paid well? Yes, we get paid well for what we do. Although sometimes if you break it down by an hourly rate, maybe it's not that great a pay. But no, we get paid because we take on a lot of liability. We pay for everything out of our pocket, and it's an investment in our clients, and I love it. So if you're thinking about going into real estate yourself, or if you have questions about a real estate career, I'd be really happy to answer them for you as well. So that's kind of what it's about today. It's just why I went into real estate and how many people I've been able to help. I don't really have a favorite. As I say, my favorite thing is helping first-time home buyers, but I also really love helping people who have lost a family member and they have to sell their home. So I don't love that's why I have to help them. I love that I can help them through a period when they're trying to find a place for their grief, when they're trying to take care of a lot of things that come at them. I know I lost my father a couple years ago, and I know that just so much happens all at once. So it's an honor to help people try and get through that. And I also worry about some of the older people, and you hear scams and everything. So I got my senior real estate specialist designation as well, which gives me even a little bit more information to work with seniors who need to downsize, who need to move into assisted living, who need to make some type of move. And I have a friend and colleague who I can take in with me who specializes in making sure the home is safe for them. So maybe they're going to be able to age in place. I will help with that as well. So again, it's a job of service. And make sure whoever you use for a realtor, I hope you use me if you're in Southern California, but whoever you use, please make sure they come from contribution, that it's not about the sale, it's about helping you, because you're first and foremost. And if your realtor puts you first, then it's hard to go wrong. Yeah. So again, it's a job of service, and that's why I love it. That's why I did it. I cannot imagine doing anything else at this point in time. So I'm going to go socially distance a little bit more from family. Hi, Mike, speaking of family. And I hope that you stay safe out there. It's very warm here. It's in the 90s here in Agoura Hills, California. But it's a beautiful day out there, so I'm going to go enjoy it. And there you go. All right, so until tomorrow, and there's only 4 more of these left, right? Because today is day 26. Yes, day 26, so 27, 28, 29. I can count, there's 4. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe and stay home. Thanks.